Hi, everybody. um, Welcome to a Twilight Salon. You know, there's nearly 100 people attending. I'm thrilled, and I think you will be too, because it's quite an enjoyable uh, program we have. Uh, I just wanted to actually. I noticed that Dan Gauthier has joined in the audience, and I'm going to just give a shout out to Dan because when I left the CV rep, I was able to run our classes until the COVID um, at Dan's place. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Dan, who is a wonderful acting teacher and a wonderful colleague to have. So the Twilight Salon is really the work of the writer's studio at what I am now calling um, the New Theater Workshop. And it's our goal to provide a place where local writers and actors and improvisers, and maybe some not so local people. We have someone, one of our members is in London. In fact, he's a co-facilitator, Jürgen Wolf. We'll be making a presentation too in the second half of the program today. So I just want to thank everybody, and I'm grateful to the CV rep for the sponsoring the work of the Writer's Studio for so many years and allowing us to work at the space and for me to teach. All right, so that's all really to say. I'm now going to begin the program. I hope you enjoy it. And our first piece is called grilled cheese.
Hi, I'm Roy Boucher, and I've been writing The Adventures of Lee and Roy and doing them as a microfilm. In episode 1, Spot, their dog, ran away because he felt that Roy was being verbally abusive. In episode 2, Lee created an imaginary pet, Fernando, to fill the void. Today we have in Grilled Cheese, episode 3. Our players are Constance Silva and Gary Powers. At Rise, Lee is in the kitchen cooking a grilled cheese sandwich. Roy enters.
Smells good. Is that a grilled cheese sandwich?
Yes, for Fernando.
For the dog?
Dogs love cheese.
Not grilled cheese.
This is special.
How so?
It's triple cremed Saint Andre.
Wow. I can't believe you found St. Andre at Stater Brothers.
I didn't. I went to Jensen's.
We can't afford Jensen's?
I still miss Spot.
Don't change the subject. You have no business shopping at Jensen's.
I saw Spot there.
In the store?
In the parking lot. Do you remember how Spot always liked me to park away from the other cars at the end of the aisle?
I do remember. He wanted it quiet so he could sleep while you shopped.
I still do that.
Really?
I did it today.
And that's when you saw Spot.
There was a car parked right at the end of the row, a Mercedes.
Nice.
It was metallic blue, Spot's favorite color.
That's my favorite color.
Really?
You know that.
Yes. Well, there was a dog in the car with the windows rolled up, and I decided to smash the windows and save the dog.
You didn't.
No, I didn't. I realized the dog in the car was Spot. I knew he'd have everything under control.
Did he see you?
No.
Oh, that's probably for the best.
I thought so too. I just backed away.
You shouldn't have been at Jensen's.
The cheese was on sale.
Well, I hope Spot is finally happy.
I'm sure he is.
How do you know?
It was a really big Mercedes.
Ah.
And they were shopping at Jensen's.
Well, I'm glad that dumb dog landed on his feet.
Don't start.
I said I was happy for him.
You said he was dumb.
Well, he was.
Wasn't. I miss him so much.
Well, you have Fernando now.
It's not the same.
It's better.
I'm not so sure.
You made him up. I didn't.
You didn't give me much choice.
Well, Spot never warmed up to me.
You never warmed up to him.
Fernando is the perfect pet.
You're right. The perfect dog for the both of us.
However, you cannot even think of giving Fernando a grilled triple cream cheese sandwich.
I know that.
Lee plates the sandwich, cuts it in half, and gives it to Roy.
For me?
Bon appetit. I have baked veggie bones for Fernando.
Where is that little mutt anyways?
He's on the bed, sleeping on your pillow.
I ask you not to let him do that.
It's comfy.
Let him use your pillow.
I don't like dog hair all over my pillow.
And you think I do?
Eat your sandwich.
The end.
All right. Our next piece is by Patricia West-Del Ruth, and it is called Fade In, a Twisted Tinseltown Thriller.
Nothing is what it seems when two sisters, a screenwriter played by Melanie Blue and a clinical psychologist played by yours truly, must come to terms with a very dark past, sibling rivalry, and the obsession that they have with an unemployed actor. Why don't you write like Quentin?
Tarantino?
He totally understands the alchemy of attraction. You know, like Mia and Vincent in Pulp Fiction. Oh, that was so romantic.
Mia was just toying with him. They weren't romantically involved.
Oh, sure they were. Vincent saved her life.
That's not why he saved her life. He saved her life to save his own.
I think he saved her life because he could see a future with her.
As though I should even consider your ignorant opinions.
You know, if I could cast anyone to play me in the movies, it would have to be Uma Thurman.
Uma Thurman? But she's not even Jewish.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Of course it matters. You must have a fever or something. Here, have some matzo ball soup.
You know, Uma's mother was everything, a New York psychotherapist and an LSD guru.
LSD guru?
Well, her godfather was, you know, turn on, tune in, drop out, that guy. And her father was the first Westerner to be ordained as a Tibetan monk.
Mm. Yeah, but it wouldn't be kosher.
And she's so delicately beautiful. And did you know that she was named after the Hindu goddess of light and beauty?
Uma is not delicate. Uma kicks ass.
Roger and I just adored her in Kill Bill.
Roger? Do you mean Roger Ebert?
Well, of course. I'm talking about Roger Ebert. Of course.
You know Uma and Ebert, he wouldn't even like that.
Well, you don't know.
I know that you don't know the difference between an art house film and a popcorn flick.
Well, that's because I prefer costume dramas.
You are a costume drama.
Oh, I know. You should write like M. Night Shyamalan.
Do you mean Shyamalan?
I can never say his name right, but you know, his structural writing principles behind the tension he creates in his stories is nothing but pure genius. And well, Sixth Sense. Remember that? The psychologist and that little boy. It was just unbelievable.
See dead people.
It was so haunting with this real kind of psychological thriller vibe.
He's a hack and a troll.
So write a narrative that echoes some kind of truth. Like, let's say a self-absorbed toxic writer hears a frightening prophecy about her career, and her endeavor to stop that frightening prophecy from coming true makes it come true.
Ooh. You're acting like your whole life has been dedicated to cinematic studies.
Well, you're acting as though you're some kind of knowledgeable film scholar.
Oh, come on, Sheila. You like whatever Ellen and Oprah endorse.
Yes, I do. They know it all, from fashion and diet tips to Broadway shows and even vibrators.
Trust me, fancy fashion choices do not reflect how tuned in you are about anything, nor can your clothes mask your misery. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever.
Have you ever even heard of deodorant?
Yeah, I've heard of it. I just don't like it. Just like I don't like you.
Aha! And there it is. Your retaliation and ridicule. All right, go ahead. Tell us what you really mean.
Oh, but why? Subtext is everything to me. It's that one absolutely ambiguous writing element that keeps your audience glued to their seats.
Subtext.
Yes, subtext. When it's woven seamlessly throughout a story, it's the hallmark of artistic excellence.
Interesting.
Yeah, you know, like Christian Dior seamless stockings. They're so well designed, you could hang yourself with them.
So when did you decide to cast me in the role of antagonist?
The day you were born.
The day I was born?
Yeah, that's right. Do I need to repeat myself?
Well, you're antagonistic, not me.
I'm not antagonistic.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
You're right. You're not antagonistic. You're just a bitch.
You're a bitch.
You are!
Look, not so effervescent now, huh?
Why do you have to be so difficult?
Because you bring out the best in me.
You do realize that this morning, all I did was thank him for his thoughtfulness. That's it. That's all I did.
He took out the goddamn trash.
That's right. Every day he takes out the trash, and every day somehow you just keep filling it up.
It's called writing.
Writing?
Yes, writing and rewriting.
You produce more garbage than a family of 5, day in, day out. Trash, 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 trash. So this morning, I simply thanked him. I didn't know it was going to trigger World War III.
Oh, Max, thank you so much. You are so thoughtful. What would we ever do without you?
I don't sound like that.
Oh, yes, you do.
Max does so many wonderful things for us.
No, he doesn't.
And he's so very kind to you.
Kind?
That's right, kind.
Uh-huh.
And I refuse to be ungrateful to him just to please you.
So maybe he is too kind?
What does that mean?
You know what that means.
Don't be ridiculous.
Uh-huh.
What are you implying?
Oh, are you really seeking clarity?
I am seeking civility.
Oh, as in good manners? Or respect? Politeness? Oh, or would you simply like me to give you the common courtesy of granting you permission to boink my boyfriend?
You know, no matter what I say, no matter what I do, you always seem to like ignite these tears of fury and frustration, don't you?
Frustration, yes. Tears of fury, no, never. However, right now, I need you to back off like 200 yards. Where is my freaking flamethrower?
Fine.
Fine. Wait a minute. You're allowing me the final word? You never allow me the final word.
So, Devin, how would you characterize your problems?
We've been through all that.
Well, your extremely high opinion of yourself seems to justify your abuse of others.
I know, right? Tell me something I don't know. Like, oh, tell me, why am I not so special?
Well, I didn't say that you're not so special.
Oh, sure you did. But I just happen to know that I am special because I am a true artiste.
Can you break that down for me?
Yes, I am a visionary. I create my world and then I write it.
Don't you really mean that you write your world and then create it?
You know, it's my contribution, and I bring a voice to humanity with dialogue, punctuation, and character development.
In other words, you currently pay the bills, and due to the fact that you convinced me to give up my budding clinical psychology practice in New York and Max to give up his potential Broadway career just so we could help you get established here in Hollywood. Excuse me, is that being too artistically truthful for a self-professed true artist like yourself?
No, not at all. And if sometimes I sound a little too condescending, perhaps that's because I am much more ambitious than the two of you put together.
I see. Well, let me explain something to you. You're not a visionary. You are a manipulator, and Max and I both should have stayed in Manhattan.
Well, your fixation on wanting to play psychologist on the set of my movie that I was directing was hardly well thought out, was it? I mean, actors do not want their directors to know how absolutely crazy and unstable they are.
You were the one making them crazy and unstable.
Yeah, well, you should have taken my side on the lawsuit.
I didn't think that you would sue me, and I definitely didn't count on your winning.
I warned you.
You threatened to kill me.
Same thing.
I'm now going to introduce Kenny Luper, and his piece is Saran Wrap by My Mother.
Setting, interior, house day. Frida whisks inside carrying groceries. Darcy, her daughter, tails behind with groceries in hand.
I was worried about you, Mom. I didn't know where you were.
I was running errands.
Okay, that's fine. Just next time, let me know, text me, call me. And why did you get more saran wrap? I bought some just 2 days ago.
I was in CVS and I heard a nice man talking.
About stocking up on this?
Oh, you had to be there. You had to be there for yourself.
For what?
3 women your age flirting with him, including the cashier. And it wasn't just because he was new in town. It was because of what he did for a living.
Let me guess, a businessman.
Warm, a handyman. And when I saw that he wasn't wearing a wedding ring, I took immediate action.
Bought more saran wrap?
Backed my car into a pole.
Wait, you what?
5 minutes later, he was fixing my light with this.
Mom, you could have seriously injured yourself.
It's no more dangerous than my radiation treatments.
Okay, he didn't charge you, did he?
No, he didn't. I tried to tip him, but he was such a gentleman. He wouldn't have it. No, he wouldn't. And take my word for it, that he is so wonderful. You'll see for yourself when you meet him.
What do you mean when I meet him?
He's coming over.
Okay, so you gave a total stranger our address.
You're turning 36 this weekend. Single.
Yeah, well, there's not a lot of places to meet men in the city.
CVS. And did you ever do anything with that list that I gave you?
What list?
For the singles groups.
Mom, Readers for the Blind and Meals on Wheels aren't singles groups.
See, you're just too picky.
Okay, how did this suddenly become about me?
Because when I'm no longer around, I want to make sure that you're okay.
Okay, I'll be okay as long as you stop inviting strange men over to the house.
Then I might as well say it. I saw my doctor yesterday, and he said, and I quote, "You are on borrowed time."
Yeah, Mom, that was your dentist, and he was referring to your temporary filling.
Well, it felt like my heart. And speaking of,
What?
just a little something. Go ahead, open it.
When did you get this sexy black dress?
On my way home, enlightened. Well, keep looking, there's more.
Oh, Mom, what is this?
What does it look like?
It looks way too small for me.
No, it's your size. And the handyman loved the silky lace.
The handyman?
Yeah.
What does the handyman know about this?
Well, we had a sales gal try it on, and she's just your size.
You went shopping with him.
Well, we needed to walk off our brunch.
Brunch? Mom, he conned you out of a meal.
It was an investment to make sure that my intuition about him was correct.
Oh, Mom.
You don't think that I choose a good man for you?
I don't think it's your responsibility to choose a man for me.
And where have your choices gotten you? If I don't look out for your future, it will be on life support.
Because I don't have a husband?
If I was you, I'd settle for a generous donor.
Okay, but I don't want a sugar daddy.
No, a sperm donor.
Mom, look, you and Dad grew up in a different time, okay? And do you know how complicated it is to make a baby these days? Everything that entails?
Stirrups, click of a button.
But not if I want a real man.
Oh, well, in that case, a few drinks will do the trick.
I want to experience love
Viagra,
and the feeling of connection.
KY jelly.
Okay, ew. I don't like where this conversation's going.
Life is going. It's passing us by. Look, do you see that?
Yes, the cracked light on your car wrapped in a surgical ball of saran wrap.
Children playing in the park and a mother who's not alone.
Mom, you're not alone. I live here and I take care of you 24/7.
But I won't be here forever. Do you remember what I told you at your father's funeral?
I get his Social Security?
Thank God for elevators.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that was odd.
The man had a fetish for making love in them.
Mom, too many details.
This is your lineage. And I feel that it's important that you know your history and where you came from.
America, East Coast.
Holiday Inn, 5th floor.
I was conceived in an elevator?
It was so romantic. And I want that for you, Darcy.
There weren't cameras recording you guys, were there?
Your father
No.
was that.
Oh my God, gross. No.
Well, just so that you know, it wasn't an accident.
What wasn't?
That your name has 5 letters.
You named me after the floor level in a hotel.
Your father did.
Huh.
Well, he was an accountant, and numbers inspired him. And that's what I want for you tonight. Inspiration.
You don't know if this man is a criminal or a con artist.
Well,
or
I know that he's single.
Okay, look, I just don't care. I'm not interested in meeting. Wait, is that him?
Yes.
Oh my God.
And that. And that. And that.
Stop. Wait, stop. Oh, wow.
I know. You have good taste.
Okay, good job, Mom. Wait, why is his shirt off?
Oh, I spilled my mimosa on him at brunch.
On purpose?
Well, I wanted to make sure that he had a 6-pack, so I was verifying. Count them.
Mom, I'm not superficial like that, okay?
He's got an 8-pack.
Wait, he does? Oh.
Okay, now, I'm not saying that he's perfect. I didn't like the fact that he's shaved, but we can fix that.
Mom, he has a full-on beard.
No, his chest.
Oh, Mom. Are you sure he's straight?
100%. I told him that I wanted to set him up with you. I showed him your Instagram page and a baby picture.
A baby picture?
Foreshadowing.
Okay, before we get way ahead of things, let me just meet him first and we'll see how it goes. Only meet him.
That's my girl. Do you trust me now? Let me rephrase that. How do you feel about this?
Oh, pregnant. With hope. Okay.
Oh, wait. Aren't you forgetting something?
Let's save it. Okay.
it amazes me how sometimes the illusion of people being in the same room can happen just by handing something. And the bag was wonderful. And the things that were in it. It was lovely. Thank you very much. Great. Okay. And Act One of our presentation today is completed by Janie Kelley, whose piece is called Keeper of Forgotten Love.
The time is 1882, and the location is Northern California in a little town called Benicia, where the first state capital is. Lily, dressed in common drab clothing, she's standing in front of the exquisite home of the legislator, John Coleman. She holds a small bundle of belongings and knocks on the back door. She starts to leave when we hear the rattle of carriage wheels come to a halt. John Coleman assists Beth, his wife, off the carriage and walks to where Lily is standing.
You there? Go away. We've already had our share of beggars today. Try across the street. Perhaps they'll give you a cabbage. John, you have got to support the Chinese Exclusion Act. They're everywhere. I can't even come to our own home without being accosted.
Lily quietly stands her ground.
You heard my wife. You best be moving along now, miss.
Lily does not move.
Have you a purpose for being here?
I have.
State your business then.
John, you cannot seriously.
Go inside, Beth. I'll be there shortly.
I am in need of work.
I see. Have you no husband?
I have none.
What about family?
My mother, who died yesterday.
What about your community?
I am not seeking charity, sir. I am in need of employment.
I'm afraid I have nothing for you. Also, your presence has agitated my wife. We have no service for you.
Are you not a Christian, sir?
I am.
Are you not a powerful legislator, sir?
I am. However, we already have a full household and there's no place for you here.
I say there is a place for me here.
It's quite brazen of you, miss.
My mother always told me that I take after my father.
And where is this father?
He abandoned us. John turns to walk to his house. Lily rushes to stand between John and the house. I have many skills. I am quick and I am adaptable.
My wife will not have you in our house. Perhaps you should return to your home country.
This is my home country, sir. I was born here. John slowly relents and takes Lily's bundle of belongings from her, and he walks her to the carriage house.
Do you know anything about horses? If you do, then you can bed down here for the night. But you must be gone before daylight.
John goes into his house, and Lily goes into the carriage house. Lily opens her bundle and gently lays out a beautiful red classical Chinese dress. And beside it, she lays a single pair of chopsticks wrapped in yellow silk. She changes into the dress. Lily then goes outside of the carriage house, looks up to the sky, and addresses a star. Mother, for all of my life, I wanted to know who my father was. In every man's face, I would search for a reflection of my own. And you promised me that you will share the truth one day. One day soon, you would always say, but the truth almost passed into the other world with you. Lily holds the yellow silk with the chopsticks. I stood before him tonight, and all he saw was my skin. You said he was a great man. I try to imagine you both in stolen moments of tenderness as you toiled in his house. Did he ever place his hand on your belly as I swelled like a river inside of you? Lily unfolds the yellow silk to reveal chopsticks. She looks at the carving on one and then on the other. Chen Wong, your name is so beautiful. I miss you so much. Lily runs her fingers across her mother's carved name. Then she holds the chopstick with her father's carved name out in front of her. John Coleman. So this is the pair of chopstick that you shared with my mother. Did you know that they were the only thing she left with other than me? End of scene.
Thank you, Janie. And thanks very much to the actors who did a wonderful, wonderful job. All of the actors today and the writers have been, all of these pieces have been directed by the writers. I've had absolutely nothing to add. I'm just really stunned and pleased. So we're going to take a little break, and we'll be back in 5 minutes.
This Bushwick, Brooklyn, 3 a.m. and there's one bar left with the light still on, and I've been